This kind of thing is what makes Mythic Plus funny to me. It's almost like physical humor, like prop comedy or something like that. I've been thinking a lot about what's going on there and why it's so funny to me. And I think it's just because I know exactly how stressful and how difficult this content is meant to be. And just kind of seeing people like collapse or fold under that pressure. Like, everything's like a well-oiled machine and all of a sudden, like the wheels just fall off. That's what Mythic Plus, like these types of failures are to me. That is so funny to me. Just like seeing the character just like run up there and like, check, you guys coming? You guys coming, right? Okay, here we go, here we go. Ooh, and just slowly fall to their death. Like, I think if you reacted in like the exact second that you jumped off, you might make it. You might just click that off and land on the platform. You'll probably die to fall damage, honestly. Just seeing them like slowly glide to their death and there's nothing that can be done about it, right? Like, this honestly reminds me of something that happened in Shadowlands. Okay, will not give me death 2 stacks, so I have to be very careful about accidentally doing that. And there's another guy who's dead. Falls off the platform. This kind of stuff just tickles my fancy, man. It cracks me up. But it's not over. You thought it was over? It's not over. Honestly, you gotta watch it again because you probably didn't catch all of it. Like, so we jump down here, right? This is the tank. Here's the first person who embarks on their journey. The hunter just leaps off, just like, and at first you might not realize it happens because like if he jumps and lands where he lands, like he's gonna die or he's gonna die to the mobs one way or the other, right? So watch very carefully what actually happens. He disengages all the way over the edge. He barely lands on the edge, but that's at the same time that the evoker just takes off, just soaring through the air like a little jet plane going down to the wrong spot. Glides to his own death over there. This is the actual funniest part though. Like, here, where's the other player? The player, oh, there he is. Yep, there he is. Boom, just dies. He doesn't even aggro the mobs. He just straight up dies to fall damage. The mobs don't even move. Watch this again. This is so funny to me. Did you see this paladin just jump right down? He just lands and just dies. The mobs don't even react. Like, yeah, that guy's dead. It's also funny to me though that this like priest is like completely, like, he's like sad that he like messed up his own run with the slow fall. Trust me, that's not gonna come into play here. Well, that's it, right? Like, there's no word. This doesn't continue, right? This little bit more, just a little bit more. They wiped 3 times this boss. This guy goes, this guy's got my brain all scrambled. I guess you could say the same thing about this rat palette. Like, this is actually wild, dude. Like, I don't really know what happens here. This is another part of why Mythic Plus is so funny to me because you don't have like every single detail when you're looking back at it at times, and it kind of like leaves something up to the imagination. Just focus on the mini map. Like, so they wipe to the boss. It's not important. Like, that part isn't important. But what I'm trying to show you is like they click crystal chambers, and you see where they actually are on the mini map. Like, okay, so they're right here on the mini map. Then they're gonna like, fly down there. Like, you can see all their dots or whatever like that. They come down here, but now look at something that develops now. This is a really weird part about this. See, the paladin is up here. What's he doing up here? What are these little ledges? I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think actually happens here? This is the part that cracks me up though. He's running, you can see him, he doesn't take the right way, and then all of a sudden he ends up on this ledge and he's now dead. So what's the reality here? I don't know. You guys think about it and tell me, but my reality here is that guy said, forget it, I'm going the old way, we're going the second option, go back to where it all began. He runs to that ledge, he's like, I'm gonna show it who's boss this time, and he falls to his death, lands on that ledge again, one last time, just to give us a little more sprinkle of hilarity. But we try to laugh, and we try to learn. So what can you learn from this? It's interesting because this route is like relatively new. I made a video on it like probably like a month ago now about doing this route, and I do think this is the way through the dungeon that is the most efficient. Some people might look at this as like an advanced route through the dungeon though, and you might be confused because like in the past I've always advocated for not using advanced routes in lower keys. Those types of routes are typically only really needed if the timer is like super tight and you don't really have any option other than to skip or to aggressively pull certain packs of mobs. This route is different because this doesn't really change that much about the dungeon. It's just navigating different portions of the dungeon. To me, I would not look at this as like advanced. We're not using invis potions. This is literally just moving our characters in a different order, and we're just fighting different trash along the way. So I think this route should just be done in all keys. It's not hard at all, but the only thing is like people have to actually do it. And like I have never seen someone fail like this. Like I've fallen myself, maybe fallen even to my death or fallen into the mobs and then they just kill you when you land or something like that. But I've never seen people like just straight up miss or just like slow fall or just like fall off entirely. I don't know, that's something new to me. So should you like let that impact if you're gonna do this route or not? You guys think about that and let me know down below. I think no, because like I think this is a fluke. I don't think you're gonna see this. Have you guys ever seen something like this before in the keys when you run this route? I don't know, that stuff just cracks me up. So remember, we're on the search for the funniest key. At the end of the season, we are gonna do a bracket challenge. We're gonna pit all of these head to head against each other, seed them just like the NCAA tournament. You guys are gonna vote on what the ultimate funniest one is. I think this one's in the running. Please, if you guys are doing keys like sub 20 especially, record your runs. It's so easy to do. Press record, and if nothing happens noteworthy at the end of the run, just delete it. And if you find these really funny moments, even if you're not 100% aware of them being funny, send them to me, man. I'll dig through them. I could do this all day. This is like my favorite thing I've ever done. Between the game and YouTube, it's so funny to me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.